Manny Pangilinan believes that sometimes it is better to be born poor. It challenges you, it pushes you, it gives you the edge to be successful. So welcome to the show called Self-Made MVP.
Well, thank you for having me. Yeah.
Can you tell us who is Manny Pangilinan before he became the MVP we know now?
Well, I've been myself since the time I was born, I guess. They just christened me MVP. Actually, when I first worked here,
So what was your wish or what your goals to be when you were a kid?
I don't pretend that I knew what I was gonna be. No, when I was young, I just probably had a fairly strong drive to succeed.
Yeah.
At the time in my studies, so maybe it got carried over to my professional life.
But who gave you the drive when you were a kid?
I was the middle child, so
Okay.
typically the middle child is the forgotten child, isn't it? Because the eldest, who is my kuya, was more favored by my dad because he's better looking than I am, and was a ladies' man, no? So.
Okay,
And the youngest child, the youngest sibling of the family was a girl, si Tessie.
Okay.
So the favorite of both my parents. So in a way, I guess in terms of the family dynamics, the middle child has got to try harder because you typically are not paid too much attention. So you have to accomplish something to demonstrate that you deserve their attention. And as I grew up, I noticed that we were not as well off as the other families or the relatives I had at that time. So in a way, that negativeness was a positive motivation for me to better the economic welfare of the family, of myself. Because we were not particularly wealthy.
So what's the difference between rich and poor during your time?
During my birthdays, there were no...
Celebration?
None, not at all. I mean, I don't recall my mother having a birthday party for me. So it was very simple, going to mass, and she would buy a birthday cake from the Tana sa sari-sari store at the corner, or simply nothing, maybe dirty ice cream from the street vendors. No?
You mentioned earlier that because you're older brother, then younger sister, you're in the middle. Did you ever experience being insecure, being middle child or with your friends?
Yeah. Yes, of course. Of course. Especially when you compare yourself with others, no? So, but the trick has always been to this day, isn't it? Because there's the inevitable comparison that you do, especially in terms of how you perform, right? Even in corporate life, you are measured against how you perform against competition. This, again, as I said, transforming that negative force into a positive one to motivate you. In fact, I think it was written by one of the IT leaders that sometimes it's good to be paranoid.
Yes.
Because then it drives you to fortify your place in business. No?
So what's the biggest sacrifice to give in to be in your position now?
I've had to sacrifice my personal life for business, right? Because I think that's a favorite saying at the movie Godfather, that there's a price you pay for the life you choose.
Yeah.
And if I had had the family, then you have to split your time between the family and work, no? And early on, I asked myself whether I could handle the demands of family and the demands of business, and I've determined that I cannot, both as a physical matter and as an emotional matter. So because it certainly will distract you, one with the other.
Why you choose to give up family compared to business?
Of course, I love this country. Of course, I love our people, but there must be a context to that love, right? I mean, it's just not patriotism or and that sort of thing. Because I've always said that that the natural role of business, its traditional role, is to provide goods and services to its customers, to the people that it serves, for a profit. Because the money that the assets entrusted to you by your owners deserve a return, a decent return to the funds they entrusted with you. But beyond that is a social purpose to business, no? And that translates into the principle that we adhere to within PLDT, or the First Pacific Group, that the ultimate test of your effectiveness and efficiency as a corporation, as a business, is how well you have improved the lives of your people. Because if you could say that we're doing that or we've done that, then I think you have performed a very valuable role in the society. So you should not be measured not just on the profits you deliver, but as well on how well you have improved the lives and welfare of your people.
Now you are MVP. How you handle criticisms?
Well, it comes as part of the territory. You know, it's if you're a private person and if you run a private business, there's the risks of attracting criticism are quite small, no? But if you're a public persona, if you're running a public company, and you're clearly in the public domain, then you are exposed to both the accolades and the criticisms that are part of the territory. So you just have to take it as best as you can. It hurts. It hurts particularly if the attacks are personal, right? And there have been and continue to be. It has died down a bit, no? But you just have to be ready for that. You cannot divorce yourself from your public persona and say that, look, there's a boundary. You can't. You're just in the public arena, no? And you just have to take it on. No? It's not easy, but that's inherent in the role you're discharging. Because, you know, if you're more than willing to accept the praises from the public, you should be able to take it on. The blows as well, and they can be tough. They can be tough on you.
So, what's the greatest lesson you had learned in life?
I think one of my favorite quotes is what Churchill once said. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. And it is your determination to continue. And what Churchill is saying, it is really your will to persist that really counts. So whether you even after a string of success or a string of failures.
What is your dream for every Filipinos?
Our major issue is really poverty
Yeah.
in this country, and you know, I hope we could do a better job in addressing the poverty issues. No, and it is an issue that is foremost in our mind as a business group as well. No? So whatever we can do to alleviate the poverty, and you know, what business can do to help fix this issue is really to provide more jobs, more and more jobs, no? Because it is the best cure to all of the social ills that afflict any poor society.
So what's your best message to especially the future leaders, young Filipinos, to be successful as you?
You know, the vast majority of our people are born either poor or middle income. And but that doesn't mean that you're consigned to poverty forever. Somebody said that it's good to be poor. It's good to strive on your own without having inherited wealth. No? And I think you're better appreciated if you're able to achieve success if we're born without any name or wealth. No?
One of our vision MVPs to why we started the Asia CEO events really is to make Philippines as a first world country on or before 2030. So what's your message to all Filipinos, not only in Philippines, also around the world, in order to hit that?
Well, you have to grow faster than 6 or 7%. I think there have been some statistics. I don't remember them clearly for now, but we have to grow something higher than that the 6 or 7% we've been demonstrating. We may get there, I guess, eventually in so many years, but I think if you want to accelerate it, to your question, in the next 10 years, we really have to grow faster than at the rate we're growing today.
Any message you want to leave to your family?
There are certain things I want to message them about. Certain messages I want to send to them. Number one is that it has been said that, well, my goal is to give them the material things I was deprived of when I was young. I didn't have a car until I worked here first in the Philippines, in Manila, and so the very basic items that will make their life comfortable, I want to give it to them because I was deprived of them. So I don't want them to suffer through the ordeal I did when I was young, because they have their own set of challenges in this day and age, particularly on the internet, and to not give up, because I've been hearing incidents of young kids taking their lives. So I don't know why they do that. But clearly we had our own challenges when we were young, and we're still alive. We never gave up, right? Right? So perhaps I was too poor to die at the time. Do I ever want them to become like me? The answer is absolutely not. I think they will have their own lives to lead, and it should be their decision as to what it is they want to do. If they want to follow my footsteps, I will certainly help them.
Final question, MVP. Are you happy where you are now?
Well, I'm never happy, I suppose. Otherwise, we will never be passionate about things.
Thank you so much. I am Rebecca Bustamante, and this is Self-Made.